Happy Sunday to you. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Chrissy Kohler, giving you an update now that the storms have cleared out of the area. Our focus shifts to the gusty winds that are still left behind those storms. So that cold front that came through this morning. So the winds are going to be sustained about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Occasionally we could see gusts as higher elevations, but even down into the valleys, we're looking at of the mountains as well as the upstate. We're looking at 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. So it's going to be quite a windy day here. We're going to continue to see that build through the afternoon and then gradually start to taper off as we head into the later part of the day today. So still seeing some 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts through about 5 o'clock into the upstate as well as the mountains. Once we get into the overnight hours, the winds start to come down gradually across the upstate, but the mountains are going to stay on the breezy side as we get this cold air advection that really moves through. And even into the day tomorrow, we could still see some of those 25 to 30-mile-per-hour gusts early in the morning in the mountains, whereas the upstate is expected to be a lot calmer with the winds. The other thing to watch out for is this upslope flow that happens behind that cold front. Very common this time of year to see those snow showers develop along the Tennessee-North Carolina border, where we continue to see that on and off as early as about noon today and continue through the afternoon. Snow accumulations expected to be light. As of right now, we don't have any winter weather advisories in those areas. And then it tapers off into the early hours of Monday, giving way for a lot of sunshine, but a much cooler day into the day tomorrow. So temperatures, a little tricky for your Sunday. They're actually going to be falling into the mountains here as we head into this afternoon, whereas into the upstate, we're going to see those temperatures climb into the low 60s and then start to drop tonight. So we bottom out tonight in the upper 20s to right around 30 degrees into the upstate, so below the freezing mark, and low to mid 20s into the mountains. Factor in those winds, and you're going to get some wind chills down into the teens in the mountains. Tuesday, Monday, afternoon highs, we're looking at those only to be into the low 50s. A touch for Tuesday, still below normal for this time of year, into those mid 50s. And then we play on Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday, Saturday with afternoon highs in the 40s. So well below normal for this time of year. Sunday, we start to moderate a little bit, and it looks like there's some hints that maybe we try to bring back 60s for next week. But let's talk about what's happening through the middle part of the week. So we're jumping ahead in future track to Tuesday morning when we've got this area of low pressure moving along the Gulf Coast. Now, if you remember back to the last time we had this setup, we got some snow out of this. So this is a favorable setup for us when we've got that area of low pressure down to our south for a setup for wintry weather. But the one element that we're not 100% sold on right now is the cold air being in place into the upstate. It does look like that cold air is going to be in place in the mountains. However, the question is, how far south does that cold air make it? And as of right now, we're still kind of split on whether or not that's actually going to make it into our area. So as far as the wintry potential goes, we are looking at a cold rain for the upstate, a snow mix for the mountains. Cold air is, the moisture's there, and the cold air is somewhere in the vicinity, but the big question is, does it sag far enough south to give us that potential for more of a mega precipitation? So when you get to two big global models, the GFS is the warmer solution here and gives us more of a cold rain in the upstate, more of a mixed bag into the mountains. Doesn't really allow for that cold air to sink far enough south into the upstate to give us much more than maybe some isolated free rain Wednesday afternoon. This is a look at 3 o'clock Wednesday afternoon into very isolated parts of the upstate. The Euro, much more bullish with this, and this gives us a mixed bag of precipitation from a chilly rain to a potential for a freezing rain and even some sleet, and possibly even a mix over some snow briefly Wednesday, late Wednesday into Wednesday, with most of the data clearing us out as we head into the day on Thursday. So the big forecast challenges that we're looking at is how far south does that cold air make it into our area